It was supposed to be a night of celebration, a digital fanfare for all things PlayStation. On September 30th, 2024, Sony prepared to unveil its annual PlayStation Wrap-Up, a highly anticipated event for gamers worldwide. Little did anyone know, a digital storm was brewing. As players flocked to the PlayStation Network, eager to catch the latest reveals, the system buckled. The PlayStation Network, the very backbone of the PlayStation universe, crashed. Millions found themselves locked out of their digital playgrounds. From the veteran PS4 players to the next-gen PS5 enthusiasts, no one was spared. The outage spread like wildfire, quickly becoming a global phenomenon. Gaming forums and social media erupted, a collective groan echoing across the internet. The PlayStation Network blackout had begun. This wasn't just an inconvenience, for many it was a complete shutdown of their gaming world. Online multiplayer matches were abruptly abandoned. Digital game downloads ground to a halt. The PlayStation Store, the virtual marketplace for all things PlayStation, became a digital ghost town. The impact was immediate and far-reaching, leaving gamers in the dark. The day began with a palpable buzz. Gamers eagerly awaited the PlayStation Wrap-Up, eager for a glimpse into Sony's future plans. Social media channels buzzed with speculation, anticipation hanging heavy in the air. Then, at precisely 7 p.m. PST, the PlayStation Wrap-Up website went live. Almost immediately, reports of slow loading times and error messages began to surface. Users attempting to access the PlayStation Store were met with blank screens. Attempts to launch games were met with cryptic error codes. The digital floodgates had opened, and the PlayStation Network was struggling to cope. By 7:30 p.m. PST, the situation had escalated dramatically. The official PlayStation Network service status page confirmed the outage, listing numerous services as offline. Social media platforms became a chorus of frustration as gamers vented their disappointment and confusion. The hashtag #PSNDown began trending globally, a testament to the outage's widespread impact. The outage continued for several hours, leaving gamers stranded and frustrated. The PlayStation Network outage wasn't just a technical glitch, it was a cultural phenomenon. With millions of users suddenly cut off from their gaming worlds, social media became the digital gathering place for venting frustrations, sharing memes, and commiserating over lost progress in online games. The hashtag #PSNDown became a beacon for stranded gamers, a virtual space to share their experiences. Some users shared screenshots of error messages, their frustration evident in their captions. Others joked about dusting off their old, neglected board games. There were even those who, in their desperation, resorted to calling their internet providers, convinced the fault lay with their own connections. The outage highlighted the central role online gaming plays in many people's lives. For some, it wasn't just a leisure activity, it was a social lifeline, a way to connect with friends and family. This unexpected digital blackout underscored just how reliant we've become on seamless online connectivity. Section 4. Inside the crash. Why did the network buckle? While Sony remained tight-lipped about the precise technical cause of the outage, experts speculated that the sheer volume of traffic generated by the PlayStation Wrap-Up launch overwhelmed the PlayStation Network servers. Imagine millions of users simultaneously trying to access the same website, download the same files, and connect to the same online gaming servers. It's the digital equivalent of a Black Friday stampede, and, unfortunately, the PlayStation Network wasn't quite prepared for it. It's also possible that unforeseen bugs or glitches in the PlayStation Wrap-Up website itself contributed to the initial crash. Launching a website or online service always carries a degree of risk, and even with rigorous testing, it's impossible to anticipate every potential issue. In the aftermath of the outage, Sony faced a wave of criticism for not being better prepared. Section 5. Sony steps up, damage control, and future-proofing. Sony's communication team went into overdrive during the outage. Regular updates assured users that engineers were working tirelessly. Sony's social media channels were flooded with apologies. Transparency helped mitigate some backlash. Engineers' efforts paid off within hours. Services began to flicker back online. By morning, the PlayStation Network was fully restored. Sony issued a formal apology, assuring no data was compromised. The outage was a major blunder but a valuable lesson. Sony pledged to strengthen its network infrastructure, bolstering servers to handle larger traffic volumes. The goal? to prevent such outages in the future.